Here we go then, get set for yet another volleyball party. This is between two very, very dangerous teams. Goa Guardians gave us a thrilling encounter. One contest that was worth remembering for a long time. Goa Guardians versus the mighty Chennai Blitz as well. It's coming to you live in just a bit. Big Thursday evening got bigger a few minutes ago when a golden legend walked into our studio. This is a special Thursday for all of us. A huge welcome to Abhinav Bindra, India's first individual Olympic gold medalist, also the first Indian to be awarded the Olympic Charter by the IOC, the first Indian to be able to have done that, sir. I'm getting a bit nervous just being around you.
Don't worry, we all are. So if that makes you feel better.
There's no rifle with you, right?
No. I've retired long ago, so even if I had one, I'd probably miss. So you have nothing to worry.
10.8 is what you will get. Now, Abhinav Bindra, shooting champion at a volleyball game. It's a fascinating mix. And your association with this sport perhaps draws a lot of questions for our viewers and us as well. Explain this association between you and volleyball. I believe it's this beautiful word called Udan.
So my foundation has been doing quite a lot of work at the school level. We brought in initially the Olympic Values Education Program of the International Olympic Committee, which is being successfully run in about 60,000 schools across several states in India. And when we had a good integration already, we wanted to bring a specific sport into a specific ecosystem, and that's where we got in touch with FIVB, and I think the sport of volleyball is a wonderful sport for kids to play. For kids to get fitter, for kids to become healthier, but most importantly, imbibe values through play. And I think volleyball, teaches them teamwork, it teaches them camaraderie, it teaches them so much. And I think we launched a joint project with the FIVB, the foundation, and FIVB launched the Udan School volleyball program. It's being run in about 108 schools, all government schools in Chandigarh. We've built 108 volleyball courts in each of those schools. And more importantly, that's the easy part. The more important part is that we've trained more than 100 teachers in each of those schools so that there's one qualified teacher imparting training. So there were a couple of trainers that the FIVB sent over from the US who spent some time in Chandigarh training these people. And the program started rather well. The kids are enjoying it. They're exposed to a new sport, and they're having a lot of fun. And that is the most important thing, to have fun.
It's been 17 years in that great day when you won that Olympic gold medal. I'm sure wherever you go, 700.5 is talked about everywhere. Kids want to ask you the same everywhere you go. What have your conversations with young kids been about sport or life or shooting? What do they generally ask you, and what have those conversations been like?
Well, they all want to succeed, and they all want to succeed really quickly. And to each one of them, I just simply tell them that the shortest way to success is hard work. And that is what I try and tell them. But it's a good time for sport in India. We have a young demographic dividend, lots of young people. And I think the simple consumption of sport, whether people watching sport or actually people playing sport, is at an all-time high. And we need to build on that, because I think it is so very important to really increase the playing population of this country. I think we're a country which is still, I believe, falling in love with sport. We've already fallen in love with winning in sport, but I think we need to have a deeper relationship with sport, but that is coming.
This goes to show why he's so comfortable talking to us two kids. The other kid in the studio is, of course, Arun, who I believe has a question for him.
Thank you. Privileged to be in such august company. But for me, there is this bit of fascination that I cannot get over. Just the fact that you represent a sport where so much is about tunnel vision, is about stillness of breath and things like that. And then on the other side, you have this thrill-a-minute action in volleyball. Do you see any possibility of cross-pollination between these two things?
Well, both sports have a lot of adrenaline.
Yep.
You just can't see the adrenaline in me because I don't have an outlet to express it. I have to, while I'm standing there, you think I am calm, but there is no calmness inside of me. My heart is beating at 180 beats per minute, which is probably similar to what their heart rate is on the volleyball court. So there are a lot of similarities in that sense. So we just express it in different ways. We kind of express it by showing calmness, or at least act that we are being calm. But I think, while there are, of course, several differences in sport, I think the common thread is that, sports unites us. And, every sport really brings people together, whether it is a shooting athlete winning for the country, or the volleyball team doing well, or the cricket team doing well. It just unites the whole country. It makes everybody stand a little bit taller. It makes everybody feel happier. And I think that is so very unique to sport.
Manish, the operating phrase is acting calm, which is what
we're trying and doing a terrible job of it. Since you mentioned calmness, living in the moment is such a prerequisite in your sport. And in volleyball, players are expected to take split-second decisions. Was there an inner dialogue that you had while shooting at the highest level? Was there a routine you followed to stay in the moment?
Well, you have to make it a way of life. Mindfulness, I think, is also is a muscle that you train. And I think you have to remain mindful in the field of play, but more importantly, you have to remain mindful outside the field of play. Because what you do outside the shooting range or outside the volleyball court is what you bring back to that field. So for me, it was about training mindfulness and the ability to stay in the moment in whatever I did. Whether I was drinking a glass of water or if I was having a conversation with somebody, I would just try and remain present and be fully committed to what I was doing. And that really helped, because that just made it a way of life. I couldn't just show up once in 4 years to the Olympic Games and say, hey, I have to remain mindful today. It is something that you train, and you train it every day.
Do kids often ask you about what the secret sauce is? Because everyone wants that quick fix. Some people have, they have a piece of music they listen to, or a preferred meal. Did you have any of that as well in your career?
No, but since we're on the eve of World Mental Health Day, I keep telling young kids that it is so very important to find joy in effort and not find joy in outcomes. Because if you start to believe in an equation, which you can very easily start to believe in an equation when you are in sport, that is a gold medal equates happiness. It's a very slippery slope. So it is very, very important to really enjoy the day-to-day. It is very important to just enjoy the effort that you put in. And then, ironically enough, the outcomes take care of themselves. So it is important to find the joy in the boring and in the mundane, in the day-to-day, in the smaller victories as well, and savor the small gains as well. Because if you're only going to base your happiness or your self-worth on the outcome of a sports competition, it is a slippery slope.
The learning for me is focus on the process, make the result irrelevant, and maybe it'll work like it did for the champion. 150 plus medals is what I believe the number is over a 22-year-long career.
I think so, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Just do great things, forget about them. Since you mentioned journey, up next on our journey here at the Prime Volleyball League is a cracking game. But before we give you a glimpse of what's in store, sir, thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy this game, because we have a few sharpshooters as well.
I'm sure.
Coming up is the Goa Guardians versus the Chennai Blitz.
Two beautiful beach cities. Tonight is a battle of the coastlines.
What just happened?
The Goa Guardians storm in after a dramatic win.
Goa, you absolute beauty!
Energy running high, eyes locked in on a win. The Chennai Blitz turned the game in their favor with a clutch victory that kept fans guessing until the final whistle.
Piroto powers it through.
Both teams driven by one goal, chasing the next win. Which Sand City will rule the court? The stage is set. Let's get the action started.
Eighth match day, 8 match number 17. Goa at number 3 on the points table. Courtesy that one super win against the Ahmedabad defenders. They're at 4 points. They have a chance to go up to number 2 above Bengaluru. Chennai, meanwhile, can come into the top half as well if they win tonight and get 3 points. But that looks tough, because Goa are the team to beat. Well, one Olympic medalist leaves the studio, gets into the stands to enjoy this game, and another Olympian joins us. Carla, you're looking lovely today.
Thank you so much, Manish.
We're feeling left out because you're now focusing only on the Olympian today. You're not talking to us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, you're brilliant, so.
Right, Goa. It's a team that got all of us excited. Sensational win the other night. Saved match points. Had that review left as well. Goa, now the most feared team by the other teams because of that result.
I mean, feared, first of all, they freed themselves. Like, they are now here. They are finally at the tournament, and it's been great. So they put a lot of pressure on Chennai. So I hope they get some stones out of their backpack, and they are also free in this one now.
Goa, it's a team that perhaps a lot of us rated very highly. Arun, what did you make of that win and the key stars as well? Now take a look at that. They've played 3, they've won 1. But they've got 4 big games coming up, including the one tonight. So how do you see the journey going through?
I think some teams really thrive on momentum, and Goa Guardians certainly have been one of those, because it's a really onerous ask if you look at it. Playing back-to-back 5-setters, one game after another, and coming through very thick and fast. I think they'll be really relieved after tonight's game because they got a 4-5 day hiatus. But then this is an amazing team. I mean, just looking at the likes of Jeffrey Menzel, for example, he's been a standout for me, an absolute talisman. And the fact that he's also been holding the team together, not just with the way he plays, and his considerable experience comes to the fore when he's doing that, but also the fact that he lends a lot of gravitas to a relatively youngish side.
Now, since you follow the Chennai team very closely, how do you say just chilling in Tamil?
Chaliyar macha.
That's exactly what the team has done, because they are taking the court after, 5 days? It's been a while since we saw them. They've only played this one game. Take a look at how their fixtures have been and their journey ahead. We'll come to that in just a bit, but coming back to court after 5 days, they had a win. Would they have been feeling a bit uneasy, time to relax, or how does that work, that break?
I think it's a bit of a conundrum, really, Manish, because Chennai Blitz have had a really long break right at the start of the tournament, and they do not have any break here on. They're playing games thick and fast, so they'll have to rediscover their momentum. They'll have to quickly forget that victory against the Blue Spikers. It has to be a thing of the past. They'll have to start afresh. They'll have to hit reset really quickly.
But they've got their main man, Jerome Vineet, who was on song, as expected. No surprise there. Jerome Vineet clearly holds the key for the Chennai Blitz.
Yeah, it's been a Jerome Vineet show the last match, like a really big show. He's a great opposite player, won 97, sorry. No, he's a champ from last year, and he's the glue, and he's the go-to player, and everybody loves Vineet.
And everybody loves.
Just to add to what she made about Jerome Vineet, the fact that he's playing a slightly different role makes things a little more difficult for him. Is perhaps the lone attacker now has to shoulder the bulk of the responsibility. But the good thing is he's got the likes of Perotto also in his side from his time in Calicut Heroes.
Well, he's got that championship DNA. He knows what it is to win that trophy, kiss it and celebrate. They've only just begun the Chennai Blitz. The other thing that we all love is the KPR Super Point. You get really excited when any other coaches call for it. Remember, it can only be called for once every set. The Super Point can only be taken before the team has reached 12 points, and it is worth 2 points. If you lose that point, the opposition gets 2 points. What about the Bank of Baroda Super Serve? Very simply put, it's a serve that's not been touched by any opposition player. It is a serve worth 2 points. Now, we're just seconds away from the start of this absolute classic between Goa and Chennai. Arun, I don't need to know the team. I know it's Chennai. Just give me the scoreline quickly.
3-1. And we are not playing a 5-setter today.
Why are you being so nice to the opposition? Why are you saying 3-0?
No, I'm being nice to Chennai. They're coming in after a long gap, and we don't want them to be caught in the cold.
Okay, for you?
It's the 4th match for Goa. It's very hard. I think if they adjust their setting, they will be in great position. And it's a critical match. They need to win to get in the top of the teams. I'm going for Goa.
I'm going for Goa as well, and that's the reason why I'm wearing the sky blue that matches the Goa Guardians. Here we go then. That's what's coming up. It's match number 12 on day 8. It's the Goa Guardians versus the Chennai Blitz. It's coming up live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad on the other side of the break on the Sony Sports Network and on YouTube. Stay tuned.
Another huge evening in the RR Kabil Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. The Goa Guardians, match 4 for them this season, up against the Chennai Blitz team, undefeated, but they've only played once previously. All the action coming up in what has been a fascinating opening week of action here in the world's most fun league. If we have a look at the tournament format, well, the competition features a league stage, then the knockouts. Each team plays 7 league games in total, 4 games in their group and 3 against the other group. Each match will be played best of 5, first to 15, and you have to win 3 out of the 5 sets. The scoring system, if a set is tied 14-all, we go to overtime. And the first team to lead by 2 points win. At 20-all, the first team to reach 21 is the winner. And it's the best of 5, so you've got to win 3 before the other team. Time to head to Calicut, down on the court.
It is day 8 of the RR Kabil Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. And we are going to start this beautiful evening by welcoming the Chennai Blitz.
Well, out come the Chennai Blitz, led by the big man himself, Jerome Beneath, who said himself he was the best in the league last year. That's because he was for the Calicut Heroes, a champion last year, now teaming up with the Chennai Blitz with Brazilian Perota. They have a star-studded team, and tonight in their second game, they'll be looking for back-to-back victories. With Samir in the setting department, they also have youth and creativity. Let's hear from Sartak once
This
again.
team gave us the most memorable match of season 4 so far. Can we hear it for the Goa Guardians?
The Goa Guardians, what a run they are on, every game going the distance. And the former teammate of Perota and Jerome Beneath is Shirag Yadav, who is the captain of the Goa Guardians in their first ever season in the Prime Volleyball League. He's not the only winner of the league in the past. And then Manoj, also a previous winner with the defenders. They have strength, they have depth, they have service pressure. Jeffrey Menzel and Nathaniel Dickinson add some American spice and experience to their roster. And they are going to be very tough to beat in game number 4 of their season.
It is an honor for all of us today here at the Gachibowli Indoor Stadium to welcome Olympic gold medalist Mr. Abhinav Bendra alongside the CEO of the Prime Volleyball League, Mr. Joy Bhattacharya. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, there's Joy Bhattacharya, and alongside him, Abhinav Bindra, who has inspired billions. A huge moment for the league, and a phenomenal guest, an inspiration to all of these players on the court. The first ever individual Olympic gold medal from India in the 2008 Olympics in the 10-meter air rifle event. He's also the first Indian to hold both the world and Olympic titles simultaneously, having won the gold at the 2006 ISSF World Shooting Championships. Incredible moment for the league. A fabulous guest, and somebody who spoke so well in the studio. Focus on enjoying the effort that you put in and not the outcome. Wise words from a very, very wise man.
Requesting all those who can stand to please rise for the Indian national anthem.
నేషనల్ యాంథమ్ కోసం అందరూ దయచేసి నించోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
A lovely moment to start off another exciting evening in the Prime Volleyball League. Mr. Bhattacharya and Mr. Bindra make their way from the court. What a guest. And you can feel the presence that he brings into this arena. But now, it's time for action again in Hyderabad. The toss taking place a few moments ago. Two former teammates battling each other tonight, with Goa winning the toss and choosing to receive. Can Goa ride the wave of that epic victory against Ahmedabad as Jeffrey Menzel starts? Rohit Yadav sets this evening, so he's in front of Aravindan. Prince will start in the middle. Chirag and Manoj, both having won championships before. Nathaniel Dickinson will start on the right side, the American from Long Beach. That's the starting side from Goa. I feel that they're going to have a little bit more rhythm because they've had all that more court time than the Chennai Blitz. That's a lot more learning time early on in a very, very short season. It'll be interesting to see if the Chennai Blitz have managed to overcome what would be some teething problems. TC Jyotish, former Indian captain, will know that this is a huge evening for his side, moving towards the potential playoffs. 2 3-2 losses, but Chennai Blitz just with that 1-3-2 win over Kochi, but it was a slow start for them as Suraj Chowdhury will start. Luis Perotto, former Calicut hero Tarun Gowda, starts as an attacker. Samir Chowdhury starts with problems in the setting department at the moment, but he is a good young setter and he will lead this team well. Jerome Beneath is the captain and Aditya Rana is the second blocker. So it's an interesting line at the moment. Their second overseas player is Leandro Jose, who is struggling at the moment, I think, with documentation or injury, so currently out of the squad, and that will leave them a little bit short in terms of firepower. But with Perotto working as the glue guy, Jerome Beneath working on the right-hand side, he is the one player in this league that you can really throw the ball to put the ball away. Harun Khan is the head coach. It's the first outing or a first season for him for the Chennai Blitz, and a first season for him coaching in the PVL. Well, the first referee, Parveen Bokar, and he will be ably assisted by Nan Kumar, the second referee, the down ref, already looking at the rotations. The referee's doing a fine job here. Well, Louis Lett with you in the commentary booth. As always, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm loving every second of my time in India once again. To the right of me, the voice of volleyball in India, Manish Batavia, and two-time Olympian, the German Carla Borger, absolute legend of the sport. Welcome up from the studio, guys.
Thank you, Louis. Your loud, boisterous, energy-packed voice sets up our broadcast. So lovely to hear you as well on a day when I'm already reeling because I got to meet an Olympic champion, an Olympic medalist, and the great Abhinav Bindra. Oh, wow. What an absolute legend. One of the golden legends of Indian sport. Such a lovely speaker as well. Here we go then. It's Chennai versus Goa. Match number 12. Easy, very easy, like they never really stopped after that last game. And Prince Yadav gets onto the scoreboard with that easy finish. Beautifully done.
Favourite Prince song? No, still haven't got there, have we? Okay. Carla, quick question for you. Chennai Blitz, potentially the better team after the first round of games than Goa. Goa have now played 3 matches. They've had more time to gel and to figure things out. Does that give them the advantage here this evening?
I think we will see what's happening. There are 2 possibilities. Whether they're a little bit tired, they didn't have so much regeneration. I mean, it's now the 4th match, and it's just the 2nd of the Blitz. So they need to get the rhythm. Goa has the rhythm, but there is some chance they're a little tired.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Menzel 2 nights ago put everything on the line for his team. He has been an inspired signing for the Goa Guardians. And let's see if he can do it again, but they certainly have found their rhythm in their past. And Menzel has just been stopped.
Only one blocker good enough to stop Menzel in a 1v1 battle. For the blocker to win is rare. And how good was that New India Assurance super block? Take a look at that.
It's been a big wall. Menzel tried to get the ball very sharp, but he got blocked before.
Yeah, he was going after the sharp one. Let's see how this goes, because early on there's nothing between the 2 teams, and you're thinking, if I'm Chennai, I would have been sat here or just waiting to get a second crack out there. It must be tough to play 1 game and then have to wait, what, 5 or 6 days? Oh! A real smash of royalty!
That is a royal flush. Shabang, said Prince Yadav. For that RR Kabil super spike. That guy's on song. Augurs really well. He'll rub off on his blocking as well.
I'm starting to really enjoy him, Prince. He's good.
Yeah, he's very good. And he's also serving good, so he's a talent all around. It's a really great serve from Menzel. He puts pressure, but not too much. And he knows the rhythm, he knows the game. He's so experienced.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Toronto has potentially just put a bunker in the floor here, though. That's gone wide. Dickinson doesn't seal, he sort of drops in. That's a big old hit. But it was out. Sorry, my mistake. I thought it was in.
4-2 it is. Oh, great serve! Menzel now joins the party with a big serve as well. They did get a touch, and that means it's not a super serve. That means another point. 5-2 Goa have left off. Well, they've begun from where they left off last game.
It's a big message, though, because if you want to stop Jerome Vineath scoring, you've got to rocket the serve.
Yeah, don't let the ball reach him. Simple.
Exactly. Cut off the
Supply
chain. I was going to say something else there, and I was searching for that supply chain. KB, that's exactly what you would do. I know you so well that you would serve the leather off the ball if you had Jerome Vineath playing against you, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure. First of all, you know me really better than I'm playing my own match. And again, Menzel, he knows what to do in serve. It's really great to see. Maybe that one he could have put even more pressure, but great swing from the opposite position.
I love Jerome as a volleyball player. For me, he's the only player in the league that can access every angle. So he can hit almost every position on the court, and that makes him very difficult to play against. And not every right side player in this league can do that. And that's why he is a special talent, because it's hard to set up on him.
Smooth start from Dickinson with an RR Kabel super spike. Looks so easy peasy on him.
Well, we were saying the other evening that ball had to go wider. It was dropping low inside, and that looked like a much better set across him, that he could come and pick it, as opposed to the ball sort of, telling him where to hit the ball, dictating where he was going to hit.
1v3, and the ball lands inside. Control hit from the captain, Chirag Yadav. It takes serious ability to go over a three-man wall and yet land inside. Well, Chirag Yadav and his Goa Guardians are on a roll. Take a look at that. Good bit of defense as well.
Lovely putting it down the line, almost like a beach volleyball shot. And Louis, I just wanted to come back. We were talking in the studio where it just said, if Goa adjusts their setting, they will polish what they did in the previous match. And they will be in a great position for today. And we've been talking about, it's just little adjustments. And I hope we're speaking a lot about it, because also Dickinson, he needs to set a little higher. And that's now even the score, 7-4 for Goa. It's probably what they've been working on in the last days.
Yeah, I would suggest they have, because he was just getting trapped in the floor. And you need to be able to take it high, and you need to be able to bury it. It's very, very nice work. Interesting start. This is the more called technical timeout. The first of this entertaining game, and it's advantage Goa.
Welcome back. Let's now take a look at the NTPC MVP criteria. A panel of experts picks players based on their performances, and the player at the top of the table will be announced the NTPC MVP of Season 4 of the RR Kabil Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. There is the golden legend of Indian sport, the first Indian Olympic medalist Abhinav Bindra amidst us here. And a super point has been called for straight away by the Chennai Blitz, who trail by 4. If they win this point, the deficit will come down to 2. If not, the score will say 10-4 to Goa. Big moment. Roto cannot get it through. Goa lead by 6 in the first set. Well, there is a certain wave this team is riding.
That's escaping a super point, where 1 point becomes 2. And daily spends become free travel with Escapia co-branded credit card.
Now, do Goa right off this set and come back fresh in set 2, or they say, no, hang on, we can still get this. Sorry, do Chennai right off this set? I'm losing it. There we go then. Chirag gets a touch off the block, does he? No, he doesn't.
Siri, show me a team that haven't played for 6 days. And I think that's what he would show you. And I think they're just a little bit rusty, where the rhythm, the team of the rhythm, confidence. If I was in that Goa changing room, I would say they're going to be a bit rusty. Let's stick it to them. Stick it to them off the bat. See if they can hang with us after playing 3 games. And the answer at the moment is that Chennai are not hanging at the moment. The other thing I want to touch on, KB, is that you learn lessons in sport over time. And the fact that Goa have played 15 sets to 5 at the Zahar Kabil Super Spike, that's a lot of learning that Goa have had that Chennai haven't.
It's about the learning, but it's also the feeling. If you're almost every day playing a match, it's about having the rhythm. It's a daily business, and daily business feels like you're home.
Yeah, you must have been in so many times where you're in tournament stride and you have the rhythm and it's going, to if you've had a couple of weeks off and you haven't competed. Training is one thing, but playing is another.
And you need the matches. You can practice how often you want. You need to have matches to get the feeling and to get the team together. And this has been Goa doing great.
Remember, Manish, you can't practice being under the pump.
I do, sir.
Can't practice being under the pump, buddy.
Still thinking of what Abhinav Bindra said to us in the studio.
Yeah, that was a huge thing for our league, wasn't it? And it's a big thing for you as well.
The sport for us, for me personally, to be able to sit and chat with an absolute super legend of the sport, Abhinav Bindra, who's watching the action from the sidelines. Boom! How about that for power? From that young gun of the Chennai Blitz. Absolutely muscled it, Tarun.
Okay, they're coming back with their own service pressure. Some of the things that just worried me a little bit, without Leandro, I feel like they're just lacking a few weapons on the pin, and they might just rely on Jerome a bit too much, where Kochi were very good value. They were 2-0 up before Vinit Kumar got injured. And you have to remember that there's a likelihood they would have lost that game if Vinit would have stayed fit. Well, the all cool emerging player criteria. There are 2 criteria points, for players to be applicable for this award. Manish, give me one of them.
If you haven't played for India, and if you're below the age of 25, you might go on to win the award. You're eligible.
Might being the big word there.
Depending on what you do on court. There he is, Vishal Jason, telling Abhinav Bindra about the nitty-gritties of this great league.
Yeah, not many better men to be sat next to than Vishal Jason. He's a very charming and, I would say, knowledgeable fellow of the sport of volleyball and sport in India in general.
12-7 the score now, a 5-point lead now. Goa just 3 away, and they make a substitution. In comes the libero.
Yeah, Dilip's been pulled for the time being. Goa looking comfortable here. This is what I love, when the drums start here in the Prime Volleyball League and my head starts going as well.
I love the little pinky shirt Chennai's libero is wearing.
You're a big fan of the libero kit. That's one thing that goes amiss with me. I don't really get sidetracked by looking at kit and looking at what they're wearing, but I get the feeling here that everyone was talking about kit at lunch, so it's a big thing.
There it is, Srikanth in the pink. But they're not in the pink of health, the Chennai Blitz. The fellows in yellow, because they're feeling the blues offered by the Goa Guardians. There it is, the Goa libero on court as well. Great serve. Dickinson hits it long. He had his hand on his mouth. Couldn't believe he did that.
I just have to put in here, there's so much good about that, because we're saying that he can't access the line. This is the toughest set to access the line on. So the width of the set is perfect. Think about 2 days ago, that ball was dropping about another meter inside of him, and he was getting dragged into the angle. So there's big signs of improvements. He knows that was open. I think they have been working on it.
Still in play. They are crossing the line, so the athletes are not, they're jumping from the backcourt and are not allowed to jump in front of the 3-meter line.
You've got to love Prince, haven't you? Just 2 nights ago, me and Carla were courtside after the game, and Prince was so friendly, and he always has been. He's such a friendly guy, he's so humble.
Prince Charming.
Yeah, he is Prince Charming, absolutely is. But if you look at him on the volleyball court, I'd run away in a heartbeat. So competitive. Through the middle this time, battled through.
There's been a net touch of Prince, at least what the refs are saying.
Yeah, no touch against Prince, not the first one of the season. As, well, it's not quite the referee that we had yesterday, is it? The one that Carla took somewhat of a shining to. Yeah.
Don't tell anybody, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys,
Just-
back
just-
to
just
business
a
now.
couple-
13-10. 2 away from sealing the deal in the first set. The Goa Guardians will want to finish this quickly. That's not the way to do it, because suddenly Chennai have woken up and they're now just too shy of leveling scores.
Game on. Game on. You in your assurance super block. Dickinson V beneath. Strong inside hand. And now it is game on. This could easily swing. The Blitz have woken up. Passes a little bit off the net. That's really well run to the middle. That is all about this setting. Prince is on time, but the connection was beautiful, and the blockers just weren't ready for it.
It's not the perfect passing, but I think it's a lovely set through the middle on Prince.
And if you ask me, Samir is too far back there. Samir should be further up towards the 3-meter line, and he would be comfortable. So maybe just a few defensive issues, as there's a timeout. And where's Manish gone? Has he gone up? Has he gone up to the VIP box?
Well, everyone's a VIP here at the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad. Such a party, isn't it? If you're in Hyderabad, turn up, come on. Come and watch the game.
Yeah, I agree. It is a party. The DJ's absolutely marvellous. Our presentation team are excellent. India do a lot of things that the rest of the world really don't in this sport, and it's just, as I said, coming in, it's a huge privilege for me to be sat here watching this action night in, night out. It's a bit of an adventure. Side out for the opening set for the Goa Guardians. Hasn't had a lot to do so far, Jerome. He's done, what he has done is he's done really well, but he's been quite quiet for sort of Jerome fashion. Well, there you have it. And this serve gives the opening set to a very strong Goa Guardian side. Still reveling off the back of that comeback to the Ahmedabad defenders. That win has certainly sparked their season into life here in Season 4 of the Prime Volleyball League. That's how it finished, but Goa did all of their work much earlier than that service error. Comfortable throughout. There's the confirmation of the opening set. The Goa Guardians have beaten the Chennai Blitz 15-12 in set 1. Well, Goa don't need guarding here this evening because they are off to a perfect start and they are perfectly capable of handling business themselves. 6 successful spikes to 4. It's a quiet Jerome performance at the moment, although he made one of those 2 blocks. 6 unforced errors for each side, but you have to feel that Goa look in rhythm right now.
And they've got to make full use of it while they can. Rhythm, momentum is such a key thing. I think Abhinav is messaging his friends about how much fun this league is. The great Abhinav Bindra.
Well, at least I'm not the only one doing it.
In fact, we've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram for players who've come here to play, coaches as well, and a lot of other fans who've been thoroughly enjoying this league.
Look at
Here comes
Shirak.
Rohit.
Look at Shirak giving it the old eyes. Did you see that, Carla?
Was he flirting
Was he flirting with you through the camera?
with Manish?
Look at... I mean,
It's called trash talking, huh?
trash talking. I don't know. I don't think there's anything trash. Oh! Nothing trashy about that. Chennai needed a bounce back. And that is a huge, huge moment. A Bengaluru super serve. And Chennai, bosh, straight through the guts.
Very important point for them. They need things like this. They need blocks. They need services. Nice spin.
There was another very good serve from where we are seated, just behind where that serve was made from, and then that finish by the Chennai number 6 Tarun Gowda.
Oh, yellow fellows are flashing, huh?
Whoa! They are. The yellow fellows are flashing. And the defensive positions just out, I would say, from Goa. I love that, Katie. Good run of serves. And we know with the Goa Guardians that they love going to 5. So, yeah, that certainly means that their top level is very good. And they're also capable of linking some points. And that is why Jerome Beneath is one of the best opposites, or the best opposite in this league. Arkabil to the spike. He hits those angles that nobody can dig.
Yep, this is what young Indian attackers need to learn from the great Jerome Beneath. He can go down the line cross-court and go that really acute angle as well.
Oh baby, now you're really starting to rub my back over here.
Almost 20 degrees, 30 degree angle.
Ooh.
He can go 90, 45, and 30, 20 degrees, sir.
Now you're talking my language, Manish. Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 options, isn't he? And you love that.
The Abhinav Bindra Foundation is in partnership with the FIVB for a project called Udan, which is to harness volleyball's global influence to promote Olympic values, gender equity, and physical literacy. And they want to achieve this through structured grassroots programs across schools. They've started with Chandigarh. They're reaching out to about 108 schools. And it's only the beginning of what that foundation will do for this great sport, volleyball, across India and the country. They're also training the trainers. It's so important to coaches who can then further influence and impact young kids. A Train the Trainers program is part of that vision as well.
Yeah, and also I think that's the way that you make it sort of spread like wildfire, right? Is you have to have people who are passionate about it, and you have to have people who are willing to create intrigue for the youngsters. If they don't love it, then obviously the next generation are not going to love it either.
Let's have a closer look. It's been a quite easy, difficult set. So it's getting a little off, and it's pretty hard to do anything out of it for Perodo.
Yeah, I would say that he was still very square on there, and his feet needed to come into the angle a little bit more so he could sort of get the arm away a little bit. But it just looked out of rhythm and it looked a bit scrappy. And again, that's the one thing that we've said at times from Chennai, is that the setting position sort of lets them down at times. And that was another example of it, I think. As they still lead by 4. There's a lot of volleyball left here. Service errors 5 and 4, so that's incredibly close. If you are a Goa Guardians owner or fan, you've signed up for a roller coaster this season.
Yeah, Mr. Chikuri was mighty pleased. He called it one of the greatest days of his life the other night when they won 3-2. Saved about 4 or 5 match points. I think all of us had lost it the other day.
Yeah,
our minds and our voices.
I mean, he looks a lot calmer now than he did at the end of that game the other evening.
You know what? I like the Goa Guardians wearing sky blue more than the white one. What do you think?
Actually, I will go for the white, but it's another thing. Look at the serve. It's a really clever, smart serve, and it brings so much damage. He's been serving short. Goa's not really reacting forward, and just with a little small change in service, how damaging you can be for the passer.
Well, Chirag's gone off hands and out. And Jerome is left pondering and wondering what just happened and where it went all wrong. Because I think the pass was perfect. The middle commit, so it's 1-on-1. Yeah, and it's a smart play. There's a net touch, I think, from Jerome, and that was why it wasn't a kill or a point won by Chirag.
7-3 then. Chennai trailing by a set. Need to keep it going. Prince Yadav straight to the libero now. Set for Perotto, and there was a touch off the block. Now the Chennai Blitz lead by 5. What's up with Goa?
It's a wild ride all the time with the Goa Guardians. Chennai are striking back. It's a more cool technical timeout. We'll be right back. Well, the Goa Guardians have had 3 5-setters already. The Chennai Blitz, well, they're 1-0 up. They're looking okay here. But then they have the Thunderbolts. They're looking for form. Hyderabad Blackhawks. Interesting 2 games. 2 teams that haven't quite got things going this year. So maybe they've had the tough start, and now they're going to try and go back to back to back to back.
Expect Goa to fight back like that. They learn very quickly. They press that reset button very quickly, Carla. This shows that the team and the coach are in beautiful sync.
They needed that little pause with a timeout. Nicely set, and just between his hands, yeah, he showed he didn't close it well enough. And Prince, yeah, he's massive.
Do you feel, Carla, that the cobwebs are off now for Chennai? It wasn't quite the perfect start for them, but sometimes if you haven't played for a week, 1 set's what you need to get into the rhythm?
Surely, I mean, it's just the second match. They need this, as you said, and it gives now the confidence they needed, which they may not got directly in the first set, and they gained the confidence, and we are feeling more and more that they're rolling.
Manish, is there still a way back to go in the second set?
Yeah, the second set has looked a different, we've seen a different kind of Chennai. Marginally better, a lot more relaxed, as you said, the rustiness is off perhaps, and Goa will do well to sort of up their energy and their sharpness a little bit. That man holds the key, Chirag Yadav. The captain straight to Peroto now. Then the set, a back set, Jerome, no. It was just not high enough for Jerome Vinny to unleash one of those spikes.
Yeah, this is a big problem. If you think Ukra last year for Calicut, he set the ball with shape to Vinny, and here there's no shape, it's too fast, and that's what we've said previously about Samir. It was the same with Peroto. Too quick, too flat, doesn't give the hitter a chance to get their feet to the position they need to. But they still have a chance through the 10.
What's about this net tape today? What's happening? So many net touches.
Yeah, you got to go for your serve though. That's something we have learned in this league, and something we know with Goa, as you said a couple of nights ago, KB, they're one of, if not the strongest serving sides in this competition. I mean, I'll put Bengaluru in there, I'll put Mumbai in there as being another good serving side.
Now Chennai gets back to the whirlwind server.
What a dig! Free ball from Luis Peroto. They come again, Goa. The man mounted. Can't get past the Brazilian. And then Dickinson playing defense. Menzel on the turn. Off the hands. No! Big point.
Well, you've got to credit the Chennai Blitz defense for enabling this point. It was not the finish, but it's what they did during the rally. Take a look at that, so many fabulous digs.
From stopping attacks to creating opportunities, this is pure net-enriched defense.
Net-enriched super defense, that from the Chennai Blitz. Now, that's where they become a dangerous side, because they do have the offense. If once the defense starts clicking, then there is a positive ripple effect.
Yeah, I mean, that's great volleyball all round. Like Peroto twice playing great D there, and you can just see the snowball effect here is that Chennai have got some confidence, and they've just knocked Goa out of rhythm and out of system. But again, Samir, that for me is a real issue at the moment, Carla, the setting department. To the pins, to JB, we've seen an issue to Jerome Beneath out there, and now to the middle.
Well, that young man will not want to look at his coach, Suraj. What was he doing there, Suraj? Trying to punch the ball across to the other side. A touch casual.
I'm all obsessed with food, because every time I see Samir wearing yellow, I think of paneer.
Yellow paneer?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm just telling you what's going on.
Oh, you're talking about the gravy that comes with the paneer.
Yeah.
Kadai paneer.
Eddie.
Butter paneer.
Sala paneer.
That was delicious as well. A smart move that worked. Tarun Gowda once again. Intelligent volleyball all across from Chennai, and they now lead by 5. All set to win the second set.
Great serve. He needed to stretch himself there, but as you can see, lovely made.
Okay, then Goa up the stakes here with this Scapia super point, which is worth 2. If Chennai win this, they will have 14-7. If not, we'll have 12-9. Here we go then. Benson wins them! The Scapia super point with that fantastic finish.
They always sent him the ball on the Scapia super point. A co-branded credit card, the card that takes you places. And Menzel takes you places in this league. He is the man they always give the ball to under pressure, and KB, they could always rely on him.
He had some mistakes before, but under pressure, doing this attack, it's great.
Good short serve.
Well, I'm okay to sound like a broken record, and so is Louis and Carla. This guy, this man can find all possible angles on the volleyball court. A geometry teacher come volleyball player.
Yeah, I'm unsure about that serve. They're serving as far away as they can from him. So he's hitting through 4, so they're serving to position 1. So it's a long way away. But I would like to try and really take on the front court receiver there and get them out of system so he's struggling to attack.
One more example of why the Chennai defense is doing really well. Yet another occasion where the defense keeps the ball in play. Ramanathan, the man in pink, was so good. Got 2 touches during this rally. Take a look at that. That's one. Gets up back on his feet and gets another one for that net-enriched super defense moment.
Well, he's resilient, alert, and unbreakable. That's the net-enriched way of defense.
That point for Chennai. I will talk later about him serving. He has, Louis, it's very interesting. He has 2 ways of serving his jump serve. Wrist away or drifting it to the other side. And this, I saw now the libero of Goa struggling with the wrist away serve, with the spin to the other side.
Well, you need to be able to hit both sidelines if you want to be able to be a top-class jump server, don't you? So it's amazing that he has got both of those in the locker. It's very, very close to the net. And there's one back. Who's serving? Benzel. You never know. Chennai have certainly been better. I would say that Goa have been a little bit worse, especially defensively. It's not the defensive sort of performance that we've seen previously from them. And it's a good timeout. Just time to slow things down a little bit for Chennai.
It's all a momentum game. Oh, a quick hello to our friends in the RR Kabel VIP box. Must be a great view from up there. Not a bad view from there either. You can see Tuhin Mishra of Baseline Ventures, and alongside him is, of course, Mr. P.B. Ramanna, Arjuna awardee, played volleyball for India. Also happens to be the father of an Olympic medalist, the great P.V. Sindhu, India's star badminton player.
I've met P.V. Sindhu. Lovely. Benzel's serving. Benzel's had time just to refresh, but that's never a good thing when you're on a run of jump serves, but he still nails it. And Chennai have their chance, and they've done it! We go 1-1 here in Hyderabad. Chennai were a little bit rusty off the bat, but they have dominated the second set here against the Goa Guardian side, who are comfortable in the opener. Set 3 will be an intriguing one as both teams look to battle it out to take the lead. We know that Goa love going to 5. And Chennai just playing their second game of this league campaign. The big news, though, is that Chennai have pulled it back to 1 set apiece. 15-11 in the second set. We'll be back with set 3 shortly.
Looks like these two teams are in the mood to play another 5-setter. 1 set each. The Goa Guardians got off to a flyer. The Chennai Blitz woke up in the second set. They've spiked more. Their blocks are sort of better, but they need to guard against the number of 1-4-setters they've had in this match so far. Expect the Goa Guardians to hit back hard and come in for the third set with renewed energy. But that man is the key. He is the difference. He could be the man that stops the Guardians from winning tonight. Or will he? We'll find out. Chirag Yadav is the leader, the skipper for the Guardians. A fun third set awaits us. Here we go then.
Yeah, we've definitely said that Sameer's got so many good things about him, but sometimes that delivery is a little bit too fast and maybe trying to get a little bit too quick with the setting. I think if Chennai are going to go a really long way in this competition, Sameer Paneer is going to have to keep delivering the goods on the pins.
Rohit straight to Baroto then. Then the set, a back set. Well, there was no touch off the block. Overcooked it. Do you like burnt toast?
No, but I've got a very short concentration span, so I've had a lot of burnt toast.
(2-0) then to the Goa Guardians because Chennai have had a couple of errors. Rohit again. Straight to Libro. And take a look at what Prince Yadav does. He jumped as high as he could. I hope he hasn't injured himself in the process. He came down crashing, but he won the team a point in the process. I hope he's okay. Says he's okay, I think.
Timber.
Great passing. And now what? Prince landing and falling with his head on...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks...
sounded pretty hard.
Yeah, a lot more painful than I originally thought as well. It's not like it's not a short distance either.
Oh, yes. At least about, I don't know, 12, 14 feet.
Yeah.
Might have landed on his back. I suppose that's why. But good to see him back on the field, on court. He's okay. Says he's okay. Good to see. Well done, Prince.
Yeah, he's definitely that sort of guy that just will keep going. That's one thing that you can see. He always has that sort of steely grit about him, doesn't he?
Don't want to see injuries. We've lost Vineet Kumar for the tournament. He's gone back home. And Vineet, if you're watching, we miss you more than the Kochi Blue Spikers will miss you. I'm sure they'll miss you dearly. But we as, not just as commentators, but as volleyball fans, miss you, Vineet, and really hope you get well soon and get back on court to do what you do best.
Yeah, that's a good swing, high off the hands of Menzel. It's a good decision to go off there. Yeah, it's an interesting season without Vineet Kumar in the... He has been such a big player, isn't he? And him and Jerome, really the two big talisman for this league on the right-hand side for the last few years.
Missing his wrist there, floating it so far away behind the court. And what I recognize, Goa, they have someone in their team outside where they are watching if they should take a review or not. It's pretty clever.
That is a monster block from Menzel. Completely shut the door on that incoming spike. Blunting the spice of that spike. Pouring cold water over it is that man Menzel. Out of my way, he said, with that New India assurance super block.
Yeah, that's a great block. Just making that move into the angle on Parado. He likes to go that way, especially one-on-one. To go late and to go unexpected is very smart blocking. To cover.
In comes Dickinson. There is cover at the back for Chennai. Jerome takes off. Still in play.
Off the dome!
Baroto still in play. Both defenses doing really well. And Dickinson gets the point. Gasparotto crashed into the net. Oh, what an anticlimax that. Great rally, ending with a foul.
Well, 1 minute Prince is there, he knows. 1 minute Prince is headbutting the floor. The next, he's covering the ball with his head. Net and Rich super defence. That's a Net and Rich defence. Straight off the dome of Prince, blocking every breach and turning it into a win. Go on, Prince.
Well, this is a masterclass in taking positions on court. How quickly do they reset where they are on court, get back on their feet, cover all possible angles, and then Dickinson with a mastermind move.
Who needs your hands?
Five-2 now to Goa. They certainly have looked a little more switched on, Goa. Just as I say that. Just as I say that, Louis.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are up and down like a yo-yo, aren't they, at the minute? That's the problem, and I mean, that's probably one thing about Goa that we've also come to know, is that their top level's very good. But the reason they keep going to 3-2 is because they can't maintain that level for long periods of time, and I think we've seen that already in the first set and the second set already. Change coming in.
There have been already really long rallies in this match, and this is really, really a tough one for Goa. Every rally is getting more tiring.
Dilip back on and ready to try and cause some chaos.
Rohit for Dickinson. He saw those two blockers lining themselves up and tried to make amends. Overdid it, Nathaniel Dickinson.
Yeah, I think Dickinson's going to be saying, I need that wider. Look at how he's jumping inwards and he's underneath the ball. He doesn't want it there. He wants it another foot or two wider on his shoulder. Maybe even more than that.
And on that occasion, the lesson from what the blockers did is sometimes you have to turn up. Turning up is half the job, I suppose. 5-4 to Goa. On a bad serve. Chirag at the ball, couldn't get it through. Jerome passes two. He has been blocked by Prince. Prince is turning out to be one of the most impressive blockers in season 4 of the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League. That is a royal block.
I've got to give it to Jerome Vanif. He's saying my bad. Yeah, he's it's such a scrappy play that you can't blame it on Perotto. He's just dished it out high. And he's just got to try not to error there. But he's got chewed on. And now Prince is back behind the service line.
Not a great reception, Chennai. Was there a touch off the block? There wasn't. Now consecutive failures for Jerome Vinit. What's that going to do to his mindset and his rhythm tonight?
Yeah, but the pass is gone. So you can't really, it's such a variable game and they're under so much pressure. He needs to do better there for sure. But first of all, the passers have to take some responsibility and get that ball into a good spot.
Yep, that was poor from Srikanth. They keep going to the libero, and that's going to be an issue. How about now? This time he gives it such a hard smash that the ricochet lands outside. That's one way to win a point if you can't get through the defense.
I like how they're going after Srikanth high. He's not very tall, so the shorter liberos will absolutely hate having to pedal back and volley that as Jerome Vanif puts a point on the board.
Once again, Rohit. Oh, Dickinson. Oh, has not been blocked. Well done. Very switched on Goa. No spikes going through from either sides. Jerome this time finds another way. Dickinson got a hand to it, but unable to dig it. Super stuff from both teams.
Great digs, great covering, and again, they're searching Jerome. Jerome needs to do it. He's the man today again.
Yeah, he's getting fed a lot of the ball, KB, isn't he? The question is, there's a couple of questions. Can he do it? which I think the answer is yes, but can they get the ball to him in a good enough situation that he can score? We'll have to wait and see. That's a higher, faster from Dickinson. Goa, they're still trying to fix that set as well. Both teams are having a very similar problem, where they're struggling to find their opposite players in the right position that they need to. It's the more cool technical timeout. This game is in the balance at the moment. We'll see you in just a minute.
We are in the midst of an absorbing contest between these sides. The Chennai Blitz playing after a 5-day break. Took a while to get going, but now they are pushing the Goa Guardians. This game in progress. They play the Thunderbolts, the Torpedoes, and the Defenders next over the next week or so. After a 5-day long gap, the Goa Guardians lead by 2 in set number 3. It's 1 apiece so far. An even contest. Which way will this go? Are we in for another 5-set thriller? Dickinson, a bit of luck for him. Oh, Chennai, what was that block from Rana? Super stuff that from the number 17.
Yeah, try and unpack that one. Almost, it's a New India Assurance super block, but that should have been money. But it was blocked in the end. Goa should have taken that point. Free ball. Rana with a very, very good block. That's a bonus point, KB, isn't it?
Great hang time. Felt like he's almost 10 seconds in the air, pushing his hands over. And that's what they need. They need again and again this moments.
Well, they've made a change in the personnel. And that rasping hit was impossible to dig. Goa get better and better. Manoj has gone off court. In comes Dushan Singh. Take a look at that RR Kamil super spike.
Dickinson been almost surprised by getting this high set. So he went a little early on this approach, but he...
Yeah. Great spot.
Yeah, great spotting.
And did you see how, when he has got that high ball, he can turn the ball much more. If that ball's too fast, it dictates him so much. That ball's high and he can do much with it. Okay, Goa. Okay, Menzel.
Prince or Menzel?
Or
both.
Dushan.
With a New India Assurance super block, he was so pleased with that block. Well, the ball might have come off Menzel's hands, but Dushan played an equally key role in blocking that angle.
He really did. Getting across is so key for a middle blocker. You'll have the middle blockers that are there to score points. You'll have the middle blockers that are there to close the block on each side. Or you'll be lucky and you'll have people that can do both. Shan, still, look at that. Still warming up. A little bit of a lunge on. Let's have a look at the points table. Look at that, 3 games already for Goa. They're up to 3rd. They've only won 1, but they've taken a point from their other 2 games. That might end up to be the difference. The games they've lost, they've still scored from. But it's Mumbai that have been just incredible, 3 from 3.
Look, not winning tonight could prove to be very, very dangerous for them, because they would have played 4 and just won 1. To have just 4 points after 4 games and you've got only 3 games left, leaves you a lot to do towards the end. So they have to win tonight. This game is perhaps more crucial for Goa than it is for Chennai. Because Chennai, after this, Carla, will have 5 more games. So got to look at that as well.
It's a lot. And I think Goa, the only thing they're thinking about right now is, please, no 5-setter.
Well, and there are a lot more of those from Chennai. Will help Goa's cause. They lead now by 4 and 4 away from taking the second set. Taking the third set, correction, which will be their second.
This is a game, I don't think we've had a game that's flip-flopped like this, where one team's hot, then it's not, then it's hot again, and the other team's not. And I feel like it's a very flip-floppy game. Not one set's been close at all.
And that flip-flop has happened every point.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Especially in this third set and major parts of the second set as well now. Goa need 4 more. Prince Yadav to serve. Again, they're attacking the libero. That seems to be their plan A. Strange action before he spiked that. We'll take a look at that again on the replay later. Menzel can't get it through. Chennai will have another shot. Dickinson puts it back up. Rohit for Dickinson. He gets it. There's an absolute rocket from the Dickinson Space Research Organization. Wow. He launched it. That R.R. Kabil super spike. Take a look at that. First that dig, then the set for him was so good. Exactly where he wanted it. Magic.
It was magic. Everything go his way. I would really like the block there just a little bit more in the angle. That is what I would like. I think they're giving him a little bit too much seam, and he's happy as Larry to take it. 5 points difference. I don't think we've had a super point for a while.
It's time for the Skepia super point.
If Goa win this, they will have 7 set points. Remember, a super point here is worth 2. Here comes a double block, a bit of a joust then. Well, a Messi set that. And yet, no, was that, did that land inside? I think Chennai should review it. For me, it landed inside. Take a look at that again, will they?
Review.
Yep. As they should, they have reviewed
Chennai.
it.
Ball is in.
They need to take that review. My only question is, even if they would have scored the 2 points, do you think they would still win the set? Is it maybe not smarter to wait maybe for the next?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but it is in. Great serve. A great swing, sorry, from Jerome.
It's painful to take this review. It's been a clear ball.
Yeah, it's one they wouldn't want to take, isn't it? But they've had to take it. But they still have 2 remaining. I feel like the passing and the setting has been the weakness here for Chennai. And usually when you're recruiting a team, you go, okay, I need the strongest libero I can, I need a great setter. That's your engine. They're your leaders, they lead the pass, they lead the offense. Libero leads the defense, hopefully, as well. And Shrikamp's had a wonderful career in this league, but this evening he's just been a little bit off. Dublin.
Smartly played by Menzel. With his 5 fingers open-handed, just puts it in the middle of the court. And one addition, Chennai has a great defense though. I feel like, yes, passing, setting could be better, but it's a great, we saw a lot of great defenses from them.
Yeah. Defense does help you win championships, but not if you can't pass and set though. But I do totally agree with you, KB. They are disciplined. The effort's there, isn't it?
Well, Tarun Gowda has been a hustler on court. They trail by 3. Take a look at that. Tarun Gowda with that spike. Versus 2 gets a touch of Rohit's right hand. Not a very tall man, Rohit. A mismatch in height, that Rohit and Prince. Usually with Prince there will be a mismatch. He's one of the taller guys in the league.
Yep, the Man Mountains. And we are the Man Molehills up here. As serve on to Menzel. I love that play. I love the speed. I like the way they run pipe against Bengaluru. I think Bengaluru got a little bit wise to it. And Dealey started to take it out of the game a little bit more. But when they run it like this, it's tough to stop. And you don't overrun it. And you run it in balance with other plays. It's so good. Kabel super spike. And you think Menzel scored the last one with a tip. And that's one way to stay away from Jerome Vinith. You take him out in the block when you run the pipe attack a little bit more as well.
Brilliant play from Goa.
Okay then, Goa being asked many questions. A push from Chirag, he goes back to his position. The blocks, oh yes! I think Prince is on a roll. Should be given the player of the match award already.
He's definitely up there, isn't he? Chirag, Prince. I think they're all coming to the party. Well, they come to the party in set 1 and 3, but typical of this game, they might go to bed for half an hour and we might go to 5.
Now, having won 2 sets of the 3, they will certainly go back home with 1 point. Even if they lose this game from here, the Chennai have a mountain to climb. After 3 sets, they trail 2-1. Goa on a roll once again, thanks to that man, Prince Yadav. Chirag, Prince, Dickinson, everyone's contributed to Goa winning this set. 15-10, back in just a bit with set number 4. Will that be the last? If yes, Goa will go home with 3 points.
I'm a stats man. Let's have a look at the stats from the 3rd set. More successful spikes from the Blitz so far in this game. 5 blocks from the Goa Guardians though. And look at the unforced errors. Chennai leading that tally. Overall, that team are on top. but we've seen their level drift in and win sets and also drift out. Oh, what a start! That could knock the stuffing out of the Chennai Blitz. It's the perfect play at the perfect time from Rohit. It's the opening serve of the third set. Chennai already up against it. And then Bosch is a Bank of Baroda. Super serve.
Wow. I think the net tape is totally different today. Something happened overnight.
Bit looser.
Some magic spell. Someone's cast a spell on it. Probably a Goa fan. Whatever it may be, it's working well. That's one way to come back. Hit them hard. Tarun Gowda, once again, one of the brighter spots of this performance for Chennai.
Lovely set to the opposite player. I'm glad to see Nanjil back. He twisted his ankle last match, and it seems like he's totally fine, and it's good to see him on court again freshly.
No! An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth! Eat what you serve! The Goa Guardians. Wow. What a reply from Chennai.
Well, that magic spell was not just by a Goa Guardians fan, it was by a volleyball fan who wanted to see this happen from either sides of the net. A Bank of Baroda super serve, a serve that's not touched by any opponent, is worth 2 points in this league. Will this help the Goa Guardians, or the Chennai Blitz rather, find their rhythm? Free ball, Goa, Libro, and a pipe attack from behind the 3-meter line. Take that, Chennai! The Goa Guardians are impossible to stop. Wow! That is a wow moment on this Thursday night. The captain delivers like that.
Cyber or court, when defense matters the most, Net-enrich is the Guardian.
With that net-enriched super defense, Goa have sent a message across to Chennai that we're going to be alert as ever. We've got enough safety measures in place, much like net-enrich. 3 apiece now in what's been a thrilling fourth set so far. Oh yes! Right on the money! Nathaniel Dickinson! You sharpshooter! Hits the bullseye, he does! Wow! Well, it was Menzel. How could I have got that wrong? A Bank of Baroda super serve. Whatever it was so good. Menzel magic.
Goa are on a roll here. Oh, hang on! 1 or 2! 1 or 2! 1 or 2! Was there a touch?
Two.
Was there a touch?
I think it was 2. Or was it?
Was it? Carla Borger!
2 touches, 1 point.
That's okay. They'll take it. Well, Menzel magic once again. Flat, fast, great trajectory. Well, that little touch saved them a point. Menzel is working like a detonation machine tonight. 6-3 the score. Mr. Chikuri cannot sit on his chair because this is better than the edge of the seat. You'd rather stand. Why sit on the edge of your seat when you can stand and enjoy and admire?
I'd say he's added a few more grey hairs in the last week or so with the 3-2s every week. This could be better. This could be a much easier evening for him in the box as the MVP of the season, chosen by a panel. 3 best players in every game get awarded points. And the table will be updated every evening here from Hyderabad. The MVP at the end of the season will be at the top of that list. There you have it. Mr. Chekuri will be over the moon with his team. A phenomenally humble man, a wonderful man, and I think that's the sort of quality that transcends through a team.
question why he's going full power, but
Yeah, I mean, he's
brave.
Yeah, very brave. He's just come out of a timeout and he's still gone full tilt.
I hate timeouts. I officially hate timeouts. Doesn't matter who's playing, I just hate them.
Yeah, you're not the sort of man to enjoy nothing happening, are you?
The only timeout I enjoy is the Amul Cool technical timeout, because we do get to sip a lovely Amul drink. Ah, yes! He was thirsty for that one, Nathaniel Dickinson.
Yeah, you're also not the guy to lie on the beach and sunbathe. You're not the guy that likes timeouts. He's a guy that likes non-stop wham bam thank you man action all the time. Yara Kabila, super spike.
Brilliant setting of Rohit. It's almost no chance. You cannot read what's happening. So there are so many attackers he can play on and rely on. Good team.
I would still be wanting that. I would want at least 6 taken out by the block. Position 6 or position like cross court to just try and protect that line. If they do hit the line, away from the body, the wrist away, the libero would be there.
I'm just picturing you with your hands above the net.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
How's that going for you?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. There are some things that are just never going to happen, and that's certainly there. Not a man of getting up and jumping, are we, Manish? I'm going to drag you into this.
Terrific serve from Jerome. Gets them another point, putting pressure on a very charged Goa Guardians defense. Does he go big again? He usually likes to go big. He hates those cookies or those float serves. Jerome Vineet, tall man, big hands. A control serve, the one that dipped. Goes over that triple block. Another chance for a shot that went. Where did that land? Just inside. Oh my God! Wow! Tarun Gowda.
This is all the set for me. The pass goes left, and then the set pulls it back right. And look at the middle blocker. Look at the middle blocker. Oh no, we're in the wrong position. And all of a sudden, that arm swing is perfect to the sideline. So kudos to the setter for dragging the play back and allowing a great hit.
Another timeout at 7 apiece then. Now, typically we see attackers go really big when they try to execute a pipe attack, Louis. But the one that we saw a couple of seconds ago was not an all-out swing. It was a very well-controlled shot.
No, yeah. And a lot of the time, if you're playing a fast offense, having a fast arm is a great match. It doesn't need to be all out. If you're playing a slow offense, then having like ripping the ball and trying to get through it a bit more is probably the best way of working it. Going high hands, you'll see people put more energy into it. But if you see that if there's an open seam or the net's open, just staying fast and accurate is fine.
Goa's campaign could go either ways tonight. A very key result, remember, they played 3 games already. They won just 1, they've lost 2.
All gone to 5.
This one could as well. Mumbai, meanwhile, playing a very different kind of attitude, approach as well. In a hurry, they played 3 3-setters. Won all 3, top of the table. Goa could go up to number 2 if they win. And if they do keep doing this, they certainly are on course to reach that second spot behind the Mumbai Meteors. Dickinson effects yet another point as we head into another Amul Cool technical timeout. Stay with us.
in third position. After this evening, they would have played more games than anybody else. They would love to be up in second with 7 points. If they win 3-2, well, then they'll take 2 points, and that's interesting. Chennai, desperate for a victory after that 3-2 win against Kochi in their first game of the season. Here we go. Can Jerome inspire another comeback here? Off the hands this time. It's a good sign out row here again, being targeted in the block. Just a mismatch as we spoke about earlier on. Fast, you stay high, you just go off of him or over the top. It's not perfect, but it is pretty good. There's no Perotto on the court at the moment, and that's big news. To drop a champion, somebody who was instrumental last year. Now on the side, which means it's an all-Indian 7 at the moment for the Chennai Blitz. And that is more big work through the middle. They have run the middle better this evening. Jyotish will be happy. That man's come off the bench and he's done quite the wonderful job of being on time. Chirag with a beautiful pass, almost from the floor. Service of Chirag, who settles in and plays position 6. Back to the outside they go. The block does a wonderful job of just slowing the game down through the pipe. He doesn't miss through the pipe. He doesn't miss through the pipe. Chirag is steering the Goa Guardians to glory again. On the backcourt, you can hit a couple of different versions of this pipe, but he's always effective and he's always scoring for the league's newest franchise.
And when Chirag Yadav gets going, you know the Goa Guardians are in good health. And as you saw on the points table, they've got to win tonight to take the right road, because they're at a crossroad now, Carla. They win tonight, they're very much in contention for a semi-final spot. If they lose tonight, the road ahead becomes that much tougher. 10-8 the score in the fourth set. They won 2 of the first 3 sets. Won the first, lost the second, won the third. Now 5 away from sealing their second win in this tournament after 2 losses. The wrist protection at the back, Chirag Yadav with that first touch. The second touch didn't work. The double block works! And it works like magic. Dushyant Singh says, not tonight, darling. With that New India assurance block, well done. New India assurance, super block that. Listen to that thud from Tarun. But then Dushyant shuts the door. An unwelcome guest has been asked to leave.
He has made some impact coming off the bench, like killing the ball but also blocking it. Perotto comes back on, and you just sensed in the last couple of minutes, Goa can sniff victory.
Well, he's perhaps telling the other teams, Prince Yadav is not the only tall blocker we have. There is a fair bit of depth in that Goa Guardians defense. Bit to Perotto, then the set, here comes Jerome! Oh yes! Beautifully done. It's not always about power. That man can offer precision as well. Jabaz Jerome. Wow. An RR Kabil super spike, because it was so intelligently spiked. Take a look at that.
He recycled it greatly, put his wrist out, and just on the line. We're getting into crunch time. Dickinson from behind.
Perotto with that free ball to Goa. Benzel.
Post box.
And the mail has been delivered, Carla.
Right on time, because I don't know about your postman, but mine always delivers it late.
Now time to deliver 2 more points. The Chennai Blitz have gone all in. This could prove costly or work wonders. Wow, huge risk from Mr. Khan, the coach of the Chennai Blitz. Escapia, super point. If this point goes Goa's way, they will have 5 match points. Big one for Goa. A lot rests on that man.
He's just blowing his hands.
Aravindan, the setter. It will be a float serve. Will he attack the libero? Looks like it will. Or will he go to the number 6 Tarun? Or does he go to Jerome? Yes, he's gone for the libero. A set now, not for Jerome. And it works! It isn't always about Jerome. Tarun absolutely laces it down. Now, a 1-point gap.
I think in these moments, you're always looking for little inches here, where as soon as Prince thinks it's going to Jerome, it means he's going to be a little bit late getting across there. He thinks, oh no, it's going the other way. And then he has to get across and he's still drifting.
Double bluff.
And with Rohit on blocking, he's not the tallest. You need probably to push the serve there to get the advantage of his not being so super tall.
12-11 now, set number 4. Nathaniel Dickinson wants to send the ball back home. That came at the libero, at the rate of knots. Venu saw a meteorite coming from Mr. Dickinson. Take the bow, my friend.
Well, he's bowing, I think, to Aravindan, because this is on the money. Kabel Super Spike. We've spoken a lot about how he can't access the line, but there it's open.
It almost looked like the Petronas Towers when Dickinson was hugging Prince Yadav. 2 tall men hugging. Peroto, then the set. In comes Tarun again. He gets another point. Would you believe it? They're going to Tarun over Jerome because looks like Goa have prepared for Jerome, and Tarun is an out-of-syllabus question mark in that exam.
Yeah, he's playing great, isn't he? He's giving them a chance. A super point, and now this one, 2 in a row. 2 big swings, and they're big moments, and in big moments we're learning a lot about Tarun, that he can bring it when the pressure's on.
(13-12). Make that 14-12. 2 match points for the Guardians. This looks easy. Prince Yadav wants to be interviewed at the post-match presentation. He wants one of those 2 awards.
The level of the last 5 minutes has been really good. First ball side outs, good aggression, the pass is coming in. Nobody backing down here. I think those 3 twos have shown this Goa side that they have character. That's still not in the right spot for Jerome, but he'll make it work. Big point this one. Goa still need to side out here. It's advantage to the Goa Guardians, but they're chipping away tonight.
1 more match point. Goa Guardians have made a change in personnel. Ramanathan comes on as the libero to bolster the defense. Goa will get a first shot at a spike since they're receiving. Float serve, straight to Ramanathan. A set. Dickinson can't finish it. Should have gone big. Now the defense will be tested. Oh, costly decision that from Dickinson. He should have given it an absolute rip. Scores level now. What have you got, Chennai? Will you take this to set number 5?
I don't know if this was too tight. Whatever it is, it's Kabel Super Spike. Whether it was too tight or whether the arm just slowed down from Dickinson. And then he removes the hands as well, thinking that he's going to try and look for his hands. Peroto scores. He loves it. He doesn't want to be on the bench again.
Now, a gap of 2 points needed. It's no more a race to 15 points. Set point! Oh, costly error! Is the Goa Guardians bandwagon being derailed here? Is this the turning point of the match? And dare I say, turning point of the campaign for Goa. This could prove costly.
It's such a smart serve. Accurate serve, flat serve, congratulations. That is probably the perfect serve at this time.
The sun shines on the Chennai Blitz thanks to Suraj Chaudhary. Two very, very good serves. Set point now, very crucial. Chirag gets one in. Scores level. Believe while the captain is here. He is their main man. Mr. Dependable Chirag Yadav.
Chirag's so good. I'm such a big Chirag fan. He's so smooth. You can't remember him making an error. He always comes in clutch. And that's what this team have in Menzel and Chirag on the outside. Neither of them will back down. Oh. A big goal.
Chennai is asking for their rotation. Looks for me like a tactical thing to get a little pause and to make Goa Guardians think even more.
Jerome can't get it through. Trouble. Will be a free ball, or will it? No. Okay, here we go again. Rohit. Poor set. Bizarre rally. Scores level. Oh yes! The lady luck is smiling on Chennai. Somehow they keep the ball in play, and she's smiling finally. That is a classic example of what a net-enriched super defense is all about.
Yeah, that is net-enriched defense, blocking every breach and turning it into a win. They played some great defense there, Goa, until they didn't. You can't let that happen. That's a game changer.
Aditya Rana with that last touch. Don't think he would have imagined in his wildest dreams that that would be a winning point. Set point then. Goa under the pump slightly. And again, Chirag Yadav saves them the blushes. Saves yet another set point from the same spot. They know he's coming, and yet they have no answer. They have no way to stop him. Chirag Yadav, you absolute beauty.
Great play of Chirag, using the hands, the right hand. Nicely wristed away.
Into the net this time, went full out aggression. Imagine if you make the clean ace now and it's game over. That would have turned the tide from Dickinson. Where's Jerome going? What is going on here?
I think since the Goa Guardians have arrived 3 seasons late, you want to make amends by playing a lot of 5-setters. Oh yes! That is the set! Perotto puts it down! Luis Felipe Perotto, you champion! He unleashes an absolutely magical missile. Delivers a Bank of Baroda super serve and seals the set. We are going to set number 5. Perotto rocks.
They're going to 5 for a 4th time in a row, the Goa Guardians. And this time it's them throwing away the opportunities, where a couple of nights ago it was the Ahmedabad defenders. That man never gets an easy evening in the office. As we go to a 5th set here in Hyderabad, it's Goa 2, Chennai 2. life. Death, taxes, and Goa Guardians going to 5 sets. They go to 5 sets for a 4th time in a row. But this is also the 2nd time in a row that the Chennai Blitz have gone to 5. They also enjoy going the distance. Carla, what's been the difference for you? And what can you predict for this final 5th and final set?
Seems like Chennai is a little more fired up from cheering, from the body language. And Goa were running in these moments where they got maybe flashback to the games before, where they had trouble in certain situations. So unluckily they didn't came out in this one in the last set, but I think everything is open. I mean, they love to play in 5.
Yeah, I agree, but do you think eventually the fact that Goa are always going to 5 might cost them a place out of the groups? Because even if they're winning, they're taking 2 points, and if they're losing, they're taking 1, which is not the end of the world, but you need some 3-pointers in there from somewhere.
Sure. Right now, it's just about, first of all, winning and then calculating. But yeah, sure. Probably at the end, this 1 point is missing.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, the teams that they've played have been pretty good. Kochi had an inspired game against Goa. Goa had an inspired game against, or a comeback against Ahmedabad defenders. That win against the Ahmedabad defenders is a rock and roll. We go! The bank of the road are very, very busy, because Chennai keep on firing bullets from the service line, and that will be worth 2.
Well, that looked in to me in real time. First look told me it was in, because it was served from right behind where we are seated at a certain height. I'll be very surprised if that has landed outside.
I think that this is on or in, and it is going on the big screen as well, so everyone's going to be able to see it.
Ooh, just kissed the line, has it, or not?
Yeah, it's a peck of a kiss, but I think it has.
Just as well that you will see that on court. Review unsuccessful, had to be. Justice has been done. It looked into me, just kissed the line. And Chirag says, relax, boys, we've got this, we've got this. I like that body language.
It's that seam again. They're hammering that seam and it's working. That was where Perotto hit. And it's really good, accurate serving, trying to go in between the libero and the front court receiver, because the front court receiver wants to release the hit.
Just a word on what we saw Chirag Yadav do. Now that is leadership. He knows that it's a crucial passage of play. Set number 5, Chennai have found a certain momentum and he's sort of trying to calm down the troops. I would have liked to see Sakleen Tariq do that for Delhi the other night.
Yeah, me too. You're completely right. I think Chirag would get into every team in this league. I think he's that good. I don't know what you think, KB, but regardless, that's huge. Suraj, that was very quiet and subdued before he bounces one away.
Again, we had the situation yesterday or 2 days ago. Somebody was whistling during the rally, so they're asking for a replay. What I think should be fair.
I think the boss, the big boss right behind, has said, get on with it. There he is, Dragan Mihailovic, the head of the technical committee of the Prime Volleyball League. I think he said, get on with it, guys.
Please, you go.
See, this is happening every night now, isn't it?
Wait for Dragan to just get up from his chair. that should do the job. He's a tough man, Dragan. He'll watch, he'll be patient. Once he gets up, you'll see all players go back, take positions for the next point. You can argue all you want with the officials until Dragan decides to step in.
So the whistle was coming out of the fan base of Chennai. So I guess they won't do anything against it. Menzel stopped playing. Got irritated by this.
This is so interesting. Prince is getting a bit sarcastic, I think. I could be wrong, but they have to drop this.
I think what he's telling...
And that's tough because it's obviously distracted him. Yeah, was it any of you guys? Stand up if it was you. All of them, yeah, okay. Yeah, good luck trying to pick one out of that.
I think what Chirag was telling the ref was that if it happens again, please stop play. Will that lead to Goa losing their focus? They've got to move on quickly. Triple block. A touch off the block gives Chennai another point. Are they starting to run away with this? They've got to shift focus back to what's happening on court, Goa, or else Chennai will take it away.
Goa really couldn't have had a more entertaining start to life in this league, could they? It could not be any more entertaining following their journey. They get themselves in positions where they're losing, they turn it round, they always go to 5, they've had a match point.
Chirag says, okay, I've had enough. I have had enough. That's how you press the reset button, refocus, get back on the job. That's one way for Goa to get back on track. That is a sensational, spicy RR Kabil super spike from the captain Chirag. Lights up the court. Prince Yadav with the serve, straight to the libero, who's having an absolute nightmare of an evening. Shot set, lands long. Another point to Goa.
And I think they just have to keep knocking on the door here. Oh, look at Jerome. Jerome, you just worry about hitting the ball, mate. You just worry about making blocks and hitting the ball. I reckon the other guys can hold up the signs.
Did he just walk to the table and just grab the in and out review sign?
Carla, the one thing about this league is
Review
that
taken
Jerome
by
Vidic can
Chennai.
do whatever he likes.
The ball is in.
Isn't that right, Manish? He does whatever he wants, that man.
That's right. Now, slightly anxious moments for the Chennai Blitz. Goa will do well to use these few seconds to just get their breath back. That's landed long. That's landed long.
And who had the best view? Who had the best view? Jerome had the best view.
Jerome Camp needs a new pair of lens. Okay, then it's given a chance for the Guardians to relax, breathe deep, and refocus. Chirag is ready to serve. As expected, a soft serve straight to Tarun, then the set. Now it has not worked. Blocked once again. Here comes Jerome. Not in position. He'll go back, take his position. 1v1! Dickinson denies. Says no. Not happening to Luis Felipe Perotto. A new India assurance super block.
And we found a new middle blocker as a setter.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable set in that moment.
5 apiece in set number 5.
And it was only a minute ago that Goa looked done. 5-2 down. Then they get on a little bit of a run. And it's even Steven again. That's nice. That's all Vinny has to do. That ball's a little bit quick still, but it is a bit wider. So if he's drifting a little bit and he hits it late, there's a chance that the blocker will be drifting as well.
Low set to the outside. What is Jerome doing?
Chirag can spike. Chirag can block. He can shock. What a rock star Chirag Yadav is. The skipper, the main man.
You have a bit of a problem when your hitter, okay, he's not had a good approach to the ball, but look where he finishes. That ball is way too quick and way too forward, and that's why he almost ends up in the car park. They really have to sort out. It's great having Jerome there, but you've got to play him on a tempo that he can really devastate teams, and I think Chennai are really missing a trick. Oh, Goa! Took 2 points on Goa's game! Or, it's in the air in 6.
Wobble, bubble, net tape today.
Game changer of the day is the net tape. Take a little break. Talk more about it on the other side of this Amul Cool technical timeout. Everybody needs an Amul Cool drink.
On the Bank of Baroda super serve. You've always told me, Manish, that Goa is a place where people go to chill out. It's relaxed. There's nothing relaxed about this volleyball team.
Well, proper thrill vibes, not beach vibes from the Goa Guardians. Mr. Chakuri is on his feet. I love his energy.
You gotta love him, haven't you?
Great guy.
Carla Borga, what's your prediction?
Goa doing Goa things.
And Chennai trying to blitz away in this match. Still trailed by 1. She has a smile for a while.
It's going to be tight, isn't it? Peralta has done a brilliant job since he's come back off the bench. They can use the middle off that pass because he's so solid, and it's a great turn. I would like hands in front of that. If he's turning, I would like my middle blocker in front of that turn, but it's so good from the Blitz that they are just 1 behind, and they're in a very good spot. That's a good pass as well.
He did not align himself for that spike just right in time. What happened there, Louis?
The set was incredibly tight, so sometimes you throw your player under a bus, and that's exactly what's just happened. Chirag can't get anything on that. It's just a bit of a cobra play, and even Chirag can't do anything about that. And that's where you see sometimes the setters lose their cool under pressure.
Wow! Go get that ball from Goa. Set Chennai.
This is why Perotto is a league winner in this country, because in the last set he came back and served the Bank of Baroda super serve when his team needed it, and he's gone back and he's hammered another serve when his team need him. That's 2 times that his serving has really brought his team back in the game.
I wonder where he would have, where that ball would have landed if Menzel hadn't got his hands to it.
I wonder where that ball did land after Menzel got his arms on it. The ball's still travelling and it left the stadium.
Let's find out. Let's try and imagine where that would have landed. No, it might have landed inside. What do you think?
I think it ended up landing somewhere towards Nepal, off the arms of Menzel, but I think it was in.
What are they planning?
Nobody prepared me on such a thrilling league. I was prepared for this.
Now you know.
Now you know. Now you know what a gem this league is.
Go and tell your friends in Germany and the whole of Europe, tell them to watch us on YouTube, because it's available all across the globe on YouTube and in India on the wonderful Sony Sports Network, India's most admired sports network, Sony. That had to go long. That might have happened had Menzel not intervened. 9 apiece now.
I think that's why he shanked it as well. He thought, do I go for it? Do I leave it? And in the last minute he went, I've got to go for it, because if it drops, he's done. So his platform looked very late on the ball, and only indecision can probably tell you that it was that late. Carla, Perotta's had a very good game, hasn't he? Clutch.
Yes, all over, serving, attacking, being there for the team. Like Prince on the other side.
Well,
that's a delightful piece of work from Dushan Singh, the number 11.
Yeah, well, we said before the hands had to get in front of that turn, and almost, if I was the middle spiker there, I would have tried to hit position 1. He's tried to turn back into the block. If he's aware of where the block is there's a lot of space the other side. Menzel's a big game player. Menzel's revving the troops up in here. Menzel, Chirag up against Perotta and Jerome in a race to 5 or 6 points. Let's be having it.
Great stuff. That arrow went straight through that double block, which had two very tall, able men, Dushan and Menzel. And Jerome finds his way once again, as he often does. 10 apiece now, impossible to predict this. Free manicure for all of you. You won't have nails left.
Well, KB will. After this morning, KB.
I'm thinking, is one of the coaches taking a super point soon?
I don't think so.
Risky.
No, too risky. I don't think so.
But it would be so fun.
Unless one team goes 14-10 or 13-10. Into the libero. Rohit sets it. Pipe attack. Oh, yes! Still in play. Oh, well done. They will have another go. Rohit. Great block! That is an incredible piece of defense from the Chennai Blitz. Wow! Denying Menzel. Not easy.
From stopping attacks to creating opportunities, that was pure net and rich defense. Net and rich, sponsor of the Goa Guardians. That was so good from Perotta. He has been outstanding in this comeback.
Suraj Chaudhary, the man that affected that super block. 11-10 now. Only a 1-point lead. A great serve. Rohit has somehow managed to make amends, but Chirag Yadav can't pipe it. Here comes Chennai. That lands long. Scores level. Don't you go anywhere. You blink, you miss. A ton of action at the RR Kamil Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. Which way is this match going? I have no idea.
That's a big opportunity. It's a one-on-one on the stick. This is the opportunity that you sort of pray for. You serve, you put them under pressure, you get the ball back, you get a one-on-one. And if you have a one-on-one outside when it's this close,
Review for Chennai.
Chennai
Touch out.
want to have another look. No. Touch out. I would be shocked if there was a touch, KB.
Me the same. Rohit was blocking and I didn't see any touch. Luckily, Rohit is not the tallest in the team. So this might have been just a desperation call for review over here.
(10-9) Goa, 11-10 Chennai. That's the story of the day so far. And have a look at that. Just a few words to Tarun. You just think that that was a massive opportunity. One-on-one. Oh, hang on. Rohit was a little bit in the angle, and it might have just hit the index finger. Oh, I don't know. Just there, did his finger come back? No, I think, no. And I don't think anyone from Chennai can really complain. It was very close. Very close.
This could be an emotional, mental, psychological, momentum-shifting moment. Whoa!
No
all
way.
in, all in. Scapia super point. I was wrong, Carla. Scapia super point. Interesting. Set number 5. You don't take these super
What's
points
going on
for.
here?
They call for it, right?
You've got to get this going. Yeah, the referee's taking a long time in calling this, getting this going, and that's strange. There's way too much happening here. The whistle should have gone already.
It's going to be a soft serve from Aravindan, the number 2, who's ready to serve.
I think maybe they're baffled as well.
Yeah. He's going to go straight to the libero, in my opinion. That's where he's going to target. Jerome lining himself up. Is a setter ready? Very big moment coming up. This could decide the fate of this game. Aravindan set to serve. Pressure 1. Avoid a service error. Somehow get it across the other side. Goes to the libero. The setter. Oh, great work. Dickinson. Oh, Menzel, he needed a better set. Jerome. Dickinson once again. Free ball. Chennai. Jerome not in position. Much better set. Menzel pushes it. No winning coming through. Oh yes, Chennai have it! This was the crazy, crazy rally. It's that man Jerome once again. He's got cold blood running through his veins, Jerome beneath. How do you stop him? In response, the Chennai Blitz have gone for a super point as well. Take a look at that. Dickinson gave it his absolute best.
Yeah, they had their chances. I mean, I would never have called that in a million years because the rotation, Jerome's on the backcourt, so you get plays like that, and you're sort of leaving it to chance. But I think Goa will be kicking themselves because if you say you're going to make 3 or 4 defenses in one rally and not score, you're going to be disappointed. Right, let's do it again. It's so much fun.
A substitution for Chennai. They brought in Naljil Surya. A setter to serve. Jerome, their main man, coming good just in the nick of time. This is potentially match point for Chennai. If Chennai win this point, they will have the match as well. Remember, a Scapia super point is worth 2. Here we go then. Benzel, Rohit. Dickinson gets it! Scores level! They want to review this, I don't know why. What are Chennai going to review this for?
How so?
They have no reviews left. Get back on court. I don't think they have any reviews left.
Players going over and talking and leaving the court. It's happening more and more, and it can't. A couple of nights ago, it's just once or twice. But look now, it slows the whole game down. Dickinson, great swing. But now they all go and get involved. There's no need to. They have to go back tonight and just set up, otherwise it slows the game down too much.
Wow. Take a deep breath, all of you. Rohit. Baroto, sad. Boom! Take that, match point. I can promise you this is not ending on 15-13. I can promise you that. Louis.
Would you care to put a doser on that, my dear friend?
Done. 2 of those.
Okay.
Great serve upcoming. Incoming.
Jerome again. Gave it the full whack. 14-13. Match point for Chennai. The libero. Rohit with the set. It's over! It's over! Goal or lose! Chennai win! Yellow fever grips Hyderabad! The Chennai Blitz have made an absolute a strong comeback, a sensational finish. Fortune favours the brave. They held their nerve in the key moments. Yet another intense thriller. This one goes Chennai's way. Janal beneath Perotto. So many heroes in this win. The Goa Guardians have been left licking their wounds. Well, they will rue those missed chances. But what a finish in favour of the Chennai Blitz. Yellow is the colour of the day. Applaud both the teams for giving us an absolutely spectacular game tonight. Yet another 5-set thriller. But well done to the Chennai Blitz for taking this one away.
That has really hurt them. They know they were in control, and they opened the door, and the Blitz came back. The rhythm's just gone, but the rhythm went in the last couple of points. Those super points, or the super point of Chennai, they weren't in rhythm. The setting went quite quickly. The hands were very, very sweaty and a bit tentative. Perotto's had a lovely game coming back off the bench. His serving certainly helped this team get over the line. Chennai have done it twice in 5 sets. Twice they found a way with the chips down. This league is absolutely fascinating. Night in, night out, we get the best entertainment in sport, and you never know which way any of these games is going. There is the confirmation. The Chennai Blitz win in 5. Goa had match point in set 4, and it was a role reversal from their game against the Ahmedabad defenders 2 nights ago. There's a confirmation. Chennai Blitz 3-2 against the Goa Guardians. Blitz have beaten the Goa Guardians here in the Kamil Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. The Goa Guardians going to 5 for a 4th time in a row. The Chennai Blitz have gone to 5 in both of their matches as well. As we have a look at some highlights, we knew this was going to be a good game. We knew it was going to be a close game. I think we got exactly what we thought was coming our way. Close serves, the netband looking a little bit loose out there this evening with some brilliant back of Baroda super serves. Both teams went all guns blazing, and Chennai started poorly. Goa took the first set, but then the roles were almost reversed. A poor second set from Goa, a very good second set from Chennai, and it tied up at 1-1. We went all the way to the 5th in the end. The level got better and better throughout the game, and Carla Borga, you have to feel sorry for Goa, but they also had match point themselves.
The chances were there, they didn't use it, but big applause for Chennai. They did it well at the end. The team was winning, deserves it. They've had a great match so far, and it's been just a hell of a game watching, thrilling, and not the way anybody expected.
KB enjoying her first PVL experience. Chennai enjoying their evening as well. Peralta will be certainly a contender for one of the awards. He served wonderfully in set 4, wonderfully in set 5, and that helped Chennai get over the line. Well, here are the stats. 32 successful spikes in the end for the Chennai Blitz. 10 blocks for the Goa Guardians. The stats are pretty balanced.
Well, those 32, that number is bigger than Goa because Jerome came to the party when Chennai most wanted them in that 5th set. He was the one that proved to be the difference, as we said at the start. As expected, Jerome delivers yet another masterclass, and that's what this result has done to Goa and to Chennai. Chennai were at number 8. They've raced up to number 4 now with 2 wins in 2. Goa, meanwhile, have played for 1-1. But because they played 3 5-setters, they've got 3 points of those. And therefore, they're at number 5. But this result could really cost them a spot in the playoffs. The Goa Guardians have a lot of work to do. Meanwhile, congratulations to Chennai. Let's now head across downstairs to Sarthak for the presentation. Here we go.
This was the Goa Guardians' 4th straight 5-set match. The Chennai Blitz, this was their 2nd straight 5-set match, and they have now won both their 5-set matches. Can we hear it for the Chennai Blitz? How good was this team? The clutch mentality, absolutely phenomenal. Let's first, in this presentation ceremony, thank our lovely sponsors. RR Kabel, Scapia, New India Assurance, NTPC, Bank of Baroda, Amul, Mutual Fund, Sahiya, Red Bull, Cello, Costco, Net Enrich, Eakin by Paragon. Joining us today in the presentation ceremony, we have Ms. Harshiyati Reddy, co-owner Chennai Blitz. Representing RR Kabel is Mr. Adi Narayana. Representing Scapia, a proud customer, Mr. Hari. We're going to start with the Scapia game changer of the match. The Brazilian was firing, and how? Can we hear it for Luis Felipe Perotto? He's your Scapia game changer of the match. And when the chips were down in that 5th set, when it looked mighty tough for the Chennai Blitz, against a team that just won a wonderful 5-set match against the Ahmedabad defenders, this man stood tall and delivered. And speaking of standing tall, the captain led from the front. He is once again your RR Kabel player of the match. Can we have Jerome Vineet join us? You cannot keep him quiet for too long, and he loves the fight. He thrives under pressure. Well done, Jerome Vineet. 2 straight 5-set wins. How satisfying is this one?
I'm really happy and really satisfied for my team, because until the last point, they never give up. So in the first match, second match, our boys done very well. In coming matches also, our boys will do same thing.
The last time you were here, your daughter was holding you tight in your arms. Is she watching at home today?
No, she's here only.
Okay, she's around?
Yes.
All right, she'll be so proud of you. Well done, Jerome. Thank you so much. Enjoy your time, get some recovery. You've been phenomenal on this court. And now it is time to send it back to our commentators.
The archival player of the match. I've said this a few times in my commentary career. Jerome beneath, and rightfully so. So high, so many different options that he can hit, but he can also hit you out of a problematic situation. He's an absolute hammer on that right-hand side, and I still think the connection between him and the setter could be better, and Jerome could get even better. Right, escape here, game changer of the match, Luis Felipe Perotto, not just his blocking, but his passing, and when the chips were down, he went back and served phenomenally well.
Well, credit to Tarun as well. He could have easily been the other game changer of the match. Chennai putting on quite a show, but then Luis Felipe Perotto right in the thick of it. But these players score points and then help fans click selfies. We saw Jerome do it. Luis Felipe Perotto as well with the left hand. This was the mutual fund Sahi Hai moment of the match. The one that sealed the deal for Chennai in this five-setter. This thrilling up and down five-setter. That saw both teams deliver some magic moments, some oops moments as well. But this was the Sahi Hai moment of the match, powered by mutual funds. This is where Chennai's campaign took off, but then tomorrow we have a double-header. The defending champions hoping to get their campaign back on track against the mighty Ahmedabad defenders, perhaps still reeling from that loss to the Goa Guardians. And they're up against the Hyderabad Blackhawks. In fact, the Blackhawks will be playing against Saklin Tariq's Delhi Toofans. Our coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on the Sony Sports Network and on YouTube. See you tomorrow at 6:30.